the daughter of the ruler of the known universe, Princess Irulan of the Imperial House Carino, played by Florence Pugh. So right off the bat, my initial thoughts were, for the first reveal of Princess Irulan, I don't think I would have gone with this particular shot. The picture description is Florence Pugh as Princess Irulan wearing the casual garb of a royal in repose. It almost looks like a nightgown, so she's in her more relaxed wear. So I think for me, I would have gone with her in her full royal attire to really emphasize her status as the daughter of the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV. So for me, it was a little underwhelming. And Florence Pugh, she's a beautiful actress, but I was hoping for more, just something to indicate that she is the daughter of the most powerful man in the universe. But maybe they're saving that for later. I don't know. I'm sure it's going to be a huge part of the Imperial Court. Obviously, this is on Kaitane, the Imperial homeworld. And I do wonder who she's looking at. Who is she talking to in this more relaxed setting? So it could be most likely her father, I would say. So it would make sense if there are these conversations with her and her father, especially about what's going on Arrakis, and which would be in line with the source material. Princess Irulan is a very unique character as we're introduced in the source material. We know a lot about her and her point of view before we actually see her take part in the actual events of the story. So it's very unique in how we come to know this particular character and her story. So we know more about her through her writings, her musings, her citations from her written works precede most of the chapters of Dune, and there are those that are like family histories, her recounting conversations with her father, the Emperor. So it makes sense to me that there will be more of that. So there's definitely going to be a little bit of an extension for her character, because obviously this is a visual adaptation. So we're just going to see the events unfold. And in a book, it's just completely different how we come to know her. So they want to translate her importance to the story, the Dune saga itself, in a way that's easily digestible in this visual medium. And other adaptations as well have increased her role. The sci-fi miniseries actually gave her quite an extensive role and kind of fused her character with Lady Fenring, which we're going to talk about Lady Fenring's role as well. She has her own part to play in this story. But yeah, I'm not too hyped about this look, especially this doily on her head. It's a pretty doily, but the doily nonetheless. This was the only one that I was a little underwhelmed with her visual interpretation. And Villeneuve obviously has somewhat of a very minimalist style. It kind of made sense on Arrakis, the Erkine Palace, or on Giedi Prime for the Baron's audience chamber, those minimalist styles. But I was hoping for just way more opulence on the Imperial homeworld. So that's just all that I'm kind of missing right now. So for me, I wouldn't have chosen this as my first reveal for this character. I actually did like the minimalist look for a lot of the shots and aesthetic in the first film, and it kind of fit for the setting and the locations. But again, this is also in her casual wear, so I'm not entirely sure what this scene specifically is. And I should probably have mentioned this before, that a lot of these shots, like in the Vanity Fair piece before, might also just be photo shoot shots and not necessarily this is a still from the film, if that makes sense. This is what Villeneuve had to say about Princess Irulan's character, Florence Pugh's Irulan. So in the article it says, elsewhere in the universe, Florence Pugh has joined the cast as Princess Irulan, the daughter of Emperor Shaddam IV, played by Christopher Walken, the supreme ruler of the galaxy, whose grip on the warring factions has slipped. And according to Villeneuve, her stake could not be higher because she's afraid that her father could lose the throne, could lose everything. When I met Florence, I was struck by her assurance, how grounded she is as a young woman, how direct, how unapologetic. She has something inherently royal about her. I will definitely believe that Florence could become in the future a prime minister. Also, in the Dune Part 2 presentation for CinemaCon, Denis Villeneuve also described her in this film as a political chess player. So she's going to be involved in setting up kind of the world building as well for the political framework of the Empire and of this universe, which is something that has only been kind of referenced in Dune Part 1. They talk about the Emperor, sure, but we don't really get a full sense of what's in it for him and what his part is to play in working with the Harkonnens and what his stake is in setting up the Atreides. So Hopefully we'll get some more of that political intrigue through this character. She will likely definitely have interchanges with her father, the Emperor himself, Christopher Walken, and possibly Lady Fenring. We'll see how they extend her character in this way. Plans within plans. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more Dune and other sci-fi and fantasy news and lore. Thank you all so much for your support, and as always, have a very nerdy day.